Hariom children, we have already read about the classification of resources, development of resources, and resource planning in our earlier classes. Now we will read an important part of this lesson, that is land resources. Land is a very important resource. Land all over the world supports natural vegetation, wildlife, economic activities, transport and communication system, isn't it? Hence, land is of great significance for all countries. Children, land is an important asset which needs to be used with care and concern. Am I clear? Because it is limited in nature. So careful planning of land use is very important. Children, India is a vast country with a variety of physical features which consist of plains, plateaus and mountains. Plains occupy about 43% of total surface area of India. It provides facilities for agriculture, which is the basic economic activity of our country. It also provides facilities for industries and settlements. Similarly, the second physical feature, plateau, it contains about 27%. It is rich in minerals and forest resources. And mountains that occupy about 30% of total surface area of India. It ensures perennial flow of some rivers like the Ganga, the Brahmaputra rivers and the tributaries, the Indus, isn't it? It maintains ecological balance and it provides facilities for tourism industries of our India. Children, now you should know land use pattern of India. Here, both physical and human factors that determine the land use pattern of any area. Physical factors that include relief of the land, climate of that area, soil types that are available, and human factors include population density, technologically capability or know-how, and cultural traditions, and many more. Children, presently we have data for only 93% of the total area of our India, because the reports from some politically troubled areas could not be collected. For example, you see Pakistan and China occupied areas of Jammu and Kashmir and parts of the northeastern states, say Arunachal Pradesh, isn't it? And you will see the recent studies and statistics clearly point out that land under permanent pastures and land under tree crops have decreased. The decrease in land under permanent pastures has serious consequences because it becomes difficult to feed the huge cattle population if grazing lands are less. Also, children, land under forests has increased but at a very slow rate. The other than current fallow lands are cultivated once or twice in about 2 to 3 years because such lands are poor quality or the cultivation cost involved is very high for the farmers.